Hello AACC community. My name is Zach Lynch and I am a summer student at AACC. Thank you for joining us for this month's episode of Cross Currents. In this episode, you will learn about the college and meet some of the people that make Anne Arundel Community College the community's college. You will also have a chance to learn about the few of the numerous things that are happening here at AACC.
Hi, welcome to this October edition of Cross Currents. Today in the spotlight, we have Tony Teano. Hi, welcome.
Thank you, Tomas. It's great to be here.
Well, first of all, tell people what you do here at Anne Arundel Community College.
I am very fortunate to be the college's campus-wide point of contact for internships. I'm the internship program coordinator. So I help facilitate internship relationships with students, faculty, and the community at large.
And how long have you been doing that?
I have been here for a little more than 5 years, and it's been a great journey.
And what are some things that you love about your job?
I love seeing the aha moment when students connect what they've learned in the classroom to what they're doing in the real world through an internship. When they get that aha moment, it ignites something in them like a passion, and they get what they're studying. They find out that this might be the right fit for them for their career, and it can really inspire them to reach for more education, or they might find out this really isn't what I want. So they might change their career from, I don't know, something like teaching to mortuary science or something like that, total switch. Okay. But that might really help them figure out what they do want to do for the rest of their life. What isn't a good fit might help them on their journey in another way. So it's all a great learning experience.
How has AACC made an impact in your life?
Absolutely. When I was a student here, I took initiative to become involved in campus life, and that's something I encourage all students to do when they're here. It's a place where you build community at a commuter school. So I was involved with the Student Association. I was the secretary of the Student Association. I was the president and founding member of the French Club, president and treasurer of the Art Association. I really invested in the community around me, and it was a great experience. The Student Association invested time and training and talent in helping me grow as a person, and I'm trying to pay that forward and pay it back to the college now.
What message do you feel that students really need to get?
I think students really need to get experience and to get involved. They can get experience through things like internships and work-based learning programs. The Sarbanes Center is a really great place where students can go to find out more information about service learning, about the Center for Study of Local Issues, internships, a variety of volunteering, and then also getting involved on campus. I think a lot of students should consider how they can contribute to student life. It is a commuter college, and it is what you make of it as such, and there's some great opportunities working with the Student Association to get involved. I've been very happy to have been an advisor to the Lambda student group on campus over the past few years. So there's a great wealth of diversity and interests and activities that students can really get engaged with and enjoy this place more and contribute to the culture.
What is the Lambda Pride Alliance?
Lambda Pride Alliance is a student club. That's one of the student clubs that students can get involved in that involves allies as well as the LGBTQ people. Lambda is actually an early symbol. It's a Greek letter for L in ancient Greek. So that symbol stands for liberation, part of the early movement for gay liberation. And Lambda Pride Alliance is really about being proud of being LGBTQ and working towards equality, whether you're straight or not. It includes everyone who's interested in equality. It's a student-run group. It is a pretty active group in terms of finding support for each other and demonstrating that this is a welcoming place to diversity.
And what is your role?
I've been an advisor to the Lambda Pride Alliance for about 4 years, and over that period of time I've seen the students really take the challenge to help educate the community on campus about the presence of LGBTQ people to promote diversity and awareness. Some of the things they've done is have social events like dances. They had a drag show, which was quite entertaining. They also have had a fundraiser for Equality Maryland, and they've done a lot to really engage the campus and help it be more welcoming. So I think that they're doing a good job at representing the community. They're even participating in It Gets Better style videos to help make this place even better for people who are LGBTQ.
Can you share with us a little bit more about the It Gets Better at AACC video project?
To me, the It Gets Better videos are sort of where Harvey Milk meets digital media. It's a new media format. They're videos that are on the web, on a YouTube channel, and they're really aimed at preventing youth suicide. So it's a tool to go out there and appeal to people who are considering harming themselves to hang in there, to ask for help, to get the support that you need to survive as an LGBTQ person. It isn't always easy to come out, and sometimes people are dealing with shame, they're dealing with a family situation that they may need to have some change to their environment with, quite frankly. And that could mean moving out, it could mean educating parents, it could mean doing a number of different things. But really, suicide is not the way out of a situation like that. So the It Gets Better videos talk about what student experience is like here, as well as faculty and staff experience in their own lives, to show that this is really a compassionate, caring place where people are committed to making this an even better place for people who are LGBTQ now and in the future.
National Coming Out Day is in the month of October. Why is that important for all members of the community?
LGBTQ people are an invisible minority. Letting them be proud, speaking up for people who are invisible minorities is actually a really important part of our culture to make it welcoming. So if there are people who, let's say, have a gay son and they work here, or a lesbian daughter, or a trans parent, something like that in their life, it's an opportunity for them to recognize other people around them who are celebrating the diversity that is humanity. We're all in this together, we're all a part of the social fabric. It allows us to see who we are and to celebrate each other without judgment in a negative way, but rather positive reinforcement that we can be proud, we do exist, and we're not alone.
Can you explain the term LGBTQ for those individuals that might not be familiar with the term?
It is an acronym. It can be GLBTQ, LGBTQ. The alphabet soup on that is sort of constantly evolving. The terminology is actually changing too. Some people are very comfortable using the word queer, like queer eye for the straight guy, or queer as folk, in a positive way, not in a derogatory way or a slur. Sometimes the word gay can be used as a slur, and you see that backlash and movement about being okay to be gay and not using gay as a pejorative. So the language is sort of changing around this, and LGBTQ is one of the most common acronyms that's really inclusive. That stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and questioning or queer, depending upon who you ask. So there is even some diversity within what the acronym stands for. But it really represents what most people think of as the gay community.
Are there internships or opportunities for students that would like to get more involved with LGBTQ issues?
Absolutely. There is a variety of internships that can support students interested in any aspect of diversity. So that is just one area. For instance, there's the National Minority AIDS Council. So if people are interested in people of color and fighting HIV amongst people of color, that's one area. If people are interested in women's leadership, there are certainly women mentors out there through organizations like the YWCA that can help women grow and become more effective leaders and prominent in the community. Just like that, there are people who are LGBTQ leaders in the community and work for organizations that support gay rights. So if people wanted to work with Equality Maryland, or if they wanted to work with the Human Rights Campaign, or Out for Work, or any number of other organizations, we can develop relationships with those organizations, if we don't already have them, to facilitate students who want to move their life in that direction. There's actually a really great story about a student who is going to be featured in another video project that I've been working on for Internship Adventures and Advantages. And he was sort of questioning how to be out in the real world. He ended up working with the graphic arts studio that worked on Capitol Pride. So he got to make some of the posters for Capitol Pride. He actually walked in Capitol Pride's parade with the materials that he created to promote more visibility and to celebrate LGBTQ life. So that was a great reaffirming experience, and from that he learned how to be more confident in who he is as a whole person, and that it's okay to be a professional and be out as a professional.
Well, thank you very much for being with us and being the special guest today in the Spotlight.
Tomas, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Great. And thank you for joining this October episode of Cross Currents.
I entered the paralegal program at Anne Arundel Community College primarily because when I was getting out of the service, I wanted to find a comparable job. I was a legal clerk for an infantry battalion, and I knew I wanted to work at a law office. I knew I wanted to go to a community college close to home, and Anne Arundel was 20 minutes away. It had evening and weekend classes, and after looking through the career brochure at the college, I knew that paralegal studies was the course I needed to take.
The faculty are all practicing attorneys and judges, and they're able to take what you're learning in the textbook and tie it in with real life cases that they've had and real life examples in order for it to make more sense to you. When I moved up here, I found out that AACC had a paralegal program that was an associate's degree, but also approved by the American Bar Association, and that was really important to me to be able to go forth to work for a practicing attorney afterwards.
It was very easy for the non-traditional student like myself to come to the program and work my way through it at my own pace and succeed. I mean, I've done so much better in my college career this time around than I did the first time around, so that makes me really happy. So I loved everything about it, and if anybody ever asks me where I went and where I got my certificate, I'm going to say you need to move to Anne Arundel County and you need to come to AACC because the program is great.
Thank you for watching this edition of Cross Currents. See you in the next episode. Stay classy, AACC.